I think I'm done with the UK now.
Is it just like the social, the economic issues, or what? Or is this like a combination of that?
That as well, and I work in payments industry basically,
Okay.
and there's more scope for that sort of business over there.
Yeah, that's a much bigger market. I feel like the UK used to be like the global hub, like London, but now it's moved more to the US. Are you originally from the UK or where were you born?
No, I'm originally from Pakistan,
Nice.
British citizen though.
We have a lot of Pakistanis like they like come from UAE, UK. What's the main motivation? Why the US?
US, because my wife, she's lived in Chicago for a bit.
Nice. She's British as well.
She's British as well. She was born here. UK is just, I think I'm done with the UK now.
Is it just like the social, the economic issues, or what? Or is this like a combination of that?
That as well, and I work in payments industry basically,
Okay.
and there's more scope for that sort of business over there.
You saw your fellow Pakistani UK colleague in payments or fintech, Mercury. He raised like freaking another round, and it's worth 3 billion. Mercury Bank.
Yeah, so I'm in the payment industry as well. I see more scope over there, more scope to progress.
Yeah, that's a much bigger market. I feel like the UK used to be like the global hub, like London, but now it's moved more to the US. And what cities or states are you looking at? You and your wife back to
Florida.
Chicago, Florida. Okay, where in Florida?
Well, I don't know. My wife's choice. I don't know, Florida somewhere.
And do you guys have kids?
There's one on the way.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you.
And is the plan for her to work as well or more take care of the baby?
She currently works as, this is what I wanted to discuss with you as well.
Please.
She's a university lecturer, so
Okay.
got a lot of research papers, and she's been teaching for like good 6 7 years. She's been in the education sector. Based on my research, I believe that she might be able to get, the national interest waiver as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's just taking like 2.5 to 3.5 years. So we could definitely look at that for your wife. It's generally easier once you're here and she already has the job because then the government can't question the potential endeavor or that she's well suited to actually fulfill it because she's already doing it. So if she's already doing something here in the US, it's a lot easier to get the EB2 NIW that way. So a lot of our clients will start first with the E201, some other non-immigrant visa, and then they switch to the EB2 NIW or the EB1A once they're here.
So that was one concern that I had to discuss with you, if that was quicker. But I don't think we'll be waiting for that long.
Yeah, it depends. Like if you want to do it, we're happy to look into it, but it's just going to take a while. You want to come like later this year? When's the baby due?
The baby is due in June.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you'd want to come maybe like December or January next year? What are your thoughts?
November, December, that time.
Nice. Yeah, not another winter in the UK.
No, UK, I've had enough of it. That's it. It's just, I feel suffocated there. But I had two options, either to go to Dubai, which I can move tomorrow,
Yeah,
but that's a bit too superficial for me.
exactly. I think Dubai is great before you're like married and like it's a nice experience. You work there. And I have some friends that spent time there, but married with a kid, I don't think would be great. I don't know.
So yeah, US will be, I think, better suited.
For getting the visa, like what would you want to do?
Got a business here, so I'm just gonna set up the same business over there.
Okay, cool. What is it in the payment space or
Payments based, yeah.
okay. Could you tell me a little bit about that business?
Payments based. So my brother's the director for this, but my wife is the company secretary.
Nice. So you could just do this business from wherever. You could do it from the US.
I can do it from the US, it's not an issue.
Perfect.
Another one, which is my company, that's solely my company. We do remittance services. Obviously, we are looking to expand into something else as well, like initiating payments, and offering the POS services and all that. But uh, although I will have that, I can run it remotely. So that sort of industry I'm in.
Okay. How many employees do you have? Do you have any employees?
Yes, we do. We do. I've got about 10.
Okay, nice.
So we don't employ people directly. I've got like direct 10 employees, but the rest, we outsource the work to another company.
Okay. How much of your business is between the US and UK?
US and UK is not much, if I be honest to you, but it's UK to other parts of the world, like Dubai.
And how much do you do like in terms of revenue and then like net income or operating income?
Revenue is like 10 million a month, roughly. Income, I honestly have no idea. I have to check.
So 10 million. So say you do 100 million in revenue. Do you keep like 1% of that? Or how does it work?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
That's 10 million is under my brother's name. My wife is the company secretary for it.
Nice.
The business that I do, basically, I was in this business before. So I am due to close that business because we got another new license. We've made a new company. So we wanted to get rid of the old company. I want to sell that company. That's it. This is what I'm going to do. Mainly the factors are I want to move out of the UK. I don't mind investing money in a different business as well.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be more straightforward if you invest in a business, you employ a few Americans. So we could look at different franchise options that maybe you work full time in it, like the first 12 months or 18 months, and then you can put a day-to-day manager in place and then refocus on payments if you want, or you double down with that franchise concept.
I understand. Yeah.
But we're pretty flexible. I mean, we can try to have a deep look at your business to see if it makes sense. Like you give us all the information and we start reviewing the financials. We'll bring in someone that used to work at one of the U.S. consulates.
We might lose the license in the UK because we moved out of the UK. So it's a sticky situation. I don't know because I don't want to lose this business as well.
Definitely, yeah. It might make sense not to touch that and just kind of focus. We get set up like a family holding company, and underneath that you have an investment in a franchise that kind of serves as the anchor. But we also say that you're going to develop a payment technology business and do other activities. That way, if it's 2 years and you decide to sell the franchise, then you maintain the E2 visa. And then in parallel, we can help your wife obtain the EB2 NIW or the EB1A, which she might be eligible for. That's more like 18 months to obtain the green card.
All right. And the option that you're giving me, what's the progression to the green card?
So the E2, you'll get a visa for 5 years. And most likely, we'll get the E2 for you. And then we just do a separate case for your wife for the green card. So it's just a separate filing. And it would be stronger if she's already working in the US and working at that, for that employer, that university, to then try to apply for the green card after that.
Mm-hmm. But when she comes to US, she might not work. She might decide not to work.
If she decides not to work, then we shift the focus back to you and we focus probably on maybe you develop a payment company and leverage your experience. And
I actually want to do as well. I actually was in US last year as well.
Perfect. So do you already have relationships in the payment space in the US?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Maybe we look to get you an O1 visa. Do you mind if I walk you through some of the criteria for that?
Yeah, that's fine.
You basically have to hit 3 of 8 possible criteria for this category. And one is pay. Like out of the past 3 years on your tax returns, like for you as an individual, how much were you remunerated? How much could we show like for the best year?
Like 100K plus. For the UK, it's above average. That's 1% of the people who actually get paid about 100K.
Cool. So you're making £100,000.
£100,000.
And that's a mix of salary and dividends?
No, that from last year, but the years before, I was actually getting paid 100K plus.
Okay. And then what are dividends like? How much did you make in dividends last year, 2024?
Probably 120, 130.
Okay. So for a business owner, like that's pretty good in the UK. So I think you'd hit that criteria. And then have you been featured in the press or the company that you were serving as a director at?
Yes, I have few, obviously, like we've got conferences and all that. So the company has been highlighted there.
Okay. Have you ever like judged a panel before?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay. Have you written articles?
Not me. No, I haven't.
Are you a part of any associations? It could be like for fintech professionals or?
Yes, so there's MSBs, which are money service business. Obviously, there's associations plus FCA, then HMRC groups and all that. We are part of all that.
All right. I'm going to propose something to look at where we spend like the next month really diving in your case for a talent visa, and we decide jointly, and we'll bring in a couple of attorneys to look at this after we collect all the information. We decide jointly, okay, let's go for a talent visa now, or this is the roadmap you need for the next 12, 18 months to really build your profile for us to be able to highlight that you kick ass in the payment space, and that you are going to be applying for a green card as a payments entrepreneur, finance professional. We would decide together, give you the information. Hey, look, let's go to O1. Let's get you the talent visa. There's no investment. You just have to have some offer for consulting work, offer for work, or some type of engagement to the US, vendors to meet with. You have to have some reason to be able to get the talent visa, but it doesn't have to be like employer sponsored. So we could look at doing that, or it's like, hey, let's table this for now. Like, here's your roadmap to get the talent visa, the EB1A or the EB2 NIW, but we think it's going to take 12 to 18 months. But here's your playbook, and we'll accompany you throughout this whole time. But it's going to take a while because right now maybe you only meet one, and we want you to meet 5 of the criteria to have a really solid case. So I would say like it probably will take like 3 weeks, a month tops, for us to like decide, okay, let's do it now. Let's go, like, let's do the non-immigrant, or let's do the green card. And in the interim, let's do an E2 visa where we find you a small business to invest in. We own my brother runs the largest database of franchise businesses, vettedbiz.com. That's our bread and butter. So we can do that. We'll be able to select a business that makes sense for you and your wife in Florida. But I just want to save you money. Like, I don't want you to go out, invest in a business, and then your intention's really more in the payment space and you're not focused on that business. I'd rather like see if we can like see the payment staying through. And after a month, we might not be able to. And then we agree, hey, you're going to focus hard on this business for the next 18 months. And in parallel, you do some items on the payment side, but you're more focused on this business to secure the E2 visa and make sure it makes good profit. So you have, some good cash flow to support your family.
So what I was actually looking to do, thinking to form an LLC over there in the US and obtain a payments license on it, actually. Do you think we can work based on that when I registered an LLC there? Obviously, I'm from a treaty country as well, and I'm looking to invest money there. In the payments industry, I can show you the funds, show the funds to them and everything. Do you think that can work as well?
So for the E2 visa, we want you to have spent like 70, 80,000 pounds. Maybe a little bit of that's in working capital. So I don't see for that type of business how it makes sense to spend that money. Maybe you prepay a bunch of Google ads and you rent an office, but I don't see, you tell me, does it make sense to invest 80,000 pounds?
I will tell you how that is. So the licensing cost will be around about 100,000 at least.
Okay. Yeah.
I was looking at some options. I will send that to you as well. So there was a prepaid company ready, which I was offered recently. It's a new company somebody's made. That's based in Montana, but of course you can extend to other states as well.
Okay.
So that they've got a license already. So
Nice.
there's people who actually they make companies, they obtain licenses, and then they sell a turnkey project.
So why don't we focus on that for your E2 visa, and then we work on the EB1A over the next 6 to 18 months. We'll give you a nice roadmap, and we'll make it clear for when the time's right to apply.
So now I'm actually looking for one in Florida. Now Florida, every state's got different jurisdictions. So some licenses are like, okay, you've got a license for this state, you can only operate in that state, and I don't want to live in Montana. So
Exactly.
Trying to get out of the cold. Go back to your Pakistani roots of actually nice warm weather.
that is the reason it's actually easier to obtain a license over there in Montana. And people will just live in a different country, they'll obtain a payments license in a different country, and they'll sell the company.
Okay.
I don't mind investing money in this sort of business because I know I'm going to do that when I go there.
So I would say let's focus on that. I'd rather you do, I don't know. I'd rather my clients be very intentional and like go all in on their business endeavor. Because as you know, and your wife, like the US is super competitive. So even if it's like a little small business, like you still have to, no one cares as much as the owner. You know, the employment market's pretty tight here. You have to pay a lot. So I think it's better you do what you know and what you're good at, and then we just document it for the visa.
Let's say, look, I know two businesses. I've had restaurants in the past, and I had the
Okay.
paints industry. So
Nice.
franchising, I do have a franchise here as well. But that's
Okay. Restaurants are expensive in the US. We're talking 200 to 300K. I have clients that have done extremely well. If you have that sort of capital to invest, then we can definitely look at some options in restaurants.
like a fast food franchise or something. What sort of money are
Yeah.
we?
At least 200K. Nothing less than 200K.
Okay,
How much would you be willing to invest?
I can invest that sort of money if it obviously brings back money. I don't mind.
We could look at like a service business for you, like a franchise that, like, because restaurants, you have the physical space, the build out could take 3 to 6 months, permitting all that stuff. It takes a while in the US, but there are businesses that start really fast, like a cleaning business would start very fast in Florida. Any sort of type of repair type business. I have client like businesses of just floor installation. So there's all different types of insurance. Maybe you look at that. We have a bunch of insurance franchises that do quite well, and that could bode well with your money transfer business, and probably open you up to some new markets.
You can share it. I don't mind investing money because, of course, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do something. I want to keep myself busy as well. So what I do, I actually do consulting, more consulting now in obtaining the license in the UK. So
Okay.
I can obtain a license and I can sell the company. I can start a new company. I can sell the company for like £600,000. I
That's
make
sick.
more money with the minimum effort. Like
Yeah.
because I know from 0 to 100 in this business how to do this, how to do that. I know this business in the UK. I'm very good at it. I help new businesses obviously obtain licensing and stuff like that because I've had this business for a good 6 7 years and I know each and everything how to deal with it.
Do you have a good support in Pakistan? Like, do you have relatively cheap labor that can help you?
Yes, I do.
Because like, what would be very interesting is do an insurance business, and then you have a team in Pakistan that's running a call center, and they're able to.
That's not a problem. I can have a call center. I do actually have a call center right now.
Nice. We have some options. Like, I'll share my screen. We have great relationships in the insurance market. Like Freeway Insurance has 400 plus locations. They have locations available throughout Florida, and it's a relatively low investment amount. We're talking, 50K, 70K to get it open. And then there's also Estrella Insurance that has really good recognition in Florida as well.
Is it car insurance or is it?
Mostly car insurance, but a lot of these companies, like during the Medicare, rather the insurance market for seniors in the United States, they'll focus some of their efforts on that because there's a lot of margin involved. So there's a season where they'll shift forces. But yeah, mostly auto.
And that's not an issue. I would rather have a business like this which has not got physical premises here because I worked in service business all my life.
Most of these will have like a very small retail location, and it is better for the visa. It shows it's more serious. But if you don't, yeah, I mean, there's some optionality for ones that if you don't want to have, you could start with a very small office. Other ones will require a retail. But we're happy to explore all this for you, and support you to get the business open, tax ID, business bank account, do the E2 visa petition, basically A to Z. We can offer a package for the next 6 months, and that will include everything for you, your wife, and that will count towards the E2 visa investment amount, our professional fees, and that includes the attorney and all the other costs. So with that, we're basically helping you step by step to source businesses, do support with the due diligence, connect you with existing franchisees, connect you with any other advisors you need, whether it's health insurance, et cetera, to make the transition to the US really smooth. But the idea would be it'd be a one-stop shop where we're helping you throughout the entire way. And I think it would take 3 to 6 months from the time you engage us till the time you have the E2 visa in your hands.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I'll consider. So if you can jot down everything,
Definitely.
presentation or something, and obviously my options, I don't mind investing money. I genuinely want to move there. Of course, I'm going to do some sort of business over there, and I'm not type of person which will stick to one business. I've had multiple business.
Yeah, you seem like a true entrepreneur.
Believe me, I've got a lot of different sort of businesses. So it's just I want to wrap up everything and just go to the US.
Cool. Well, I'll send you everything you need to get started with us. Let me know, over WhatsApp or another brief call if you have any questions. But I think we're well situated to help you secure the business, get the visa, and then get the green card for your family.
If you come across a business which obviously is genuinely doing good, I don't mind investing in it. Preferably a service business because I'm actually used to. I'm like a people's person myself.
So let's focus on franchises. We have all the data. We'll do a proper search for you. We'll look at many businesses, 10, 20, 30 plus businesses. And after 6 weeks, you're like, Patrick, let's focus on my own startup in the payment space. Then we shift focus.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no other cost.
The reason I didn't actually do the payments business, I want to be there to understand.
The market, yeah, to be on the ground. I understand. That's why a franchise, I think, could make a lot of sense for you. I'll send you everything you need to get started, and then look forward to hopefully working together.
All right, it was nice speaking to you. Just send me everything, and then obviously we can just take it further from there. All right.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.